What do you prefer, plated or buffet?
Ooh, man, that is a good question.
This might be our ground versus whole bean coffee moment for this episode.
I think I like buffet over plated. I like being able to get the portions that you want of different food items, whereas if it's plated, it's just being given to you the same as everybody else, and you have no control over that. So if it's the same food in both cases, and I'm going through, I don't know, I like mashed potatoes. So maybe I want to have an extra scoop of mashed potatoes and a little bit less salad, or maybe I want more salad and I want less green beans, or whatever it is. You're not so sure about that. So you're like, definitely more green beans.
I'll take a salad with a side of hamburger, hold the salad.
Exactly. So I like the flexibility, I guess, that comes with that. And it is fun at weddings, if it's good food, to be able to go back for another round. So if there is food available, that's a little bit easier to do that with a buffet versus just getting your one plate. Now, I don't remember a wedding I've been to where it wasn't enough food. So in either case, if you're a growing boy and you need to have more than one steak, maybe the buffet is nice. So I say buffet.
That's a good one. And I'm glad you took that side, because if I had to defend buffet, I'd say the exact same things. You get to bias the items a little more towards where if I were someone who didn't like asparagus and they always put asparagus on the plated meal, I wouldn't eat it. And I would have wished that I got a little bit more of those scalloped potatoes or those steamed carrots or whatever it might be. Yes, I probably would have said the same thing if I had to defend buffet. But I am going to have to defend the plated meal here. What is important to remember about plated meals is that everyone is exactly the same. They all have the exact same taste and the exact same calorie needs. And so if you get salmon, just remember 100% of people love salmon. They want it exactly the same way. And there's really no individuality between anyone. And the nice thing is, if they really do love it, you want to keep them wanting for it, not to be able to go and satisfy that appetite for an extra scoop of potatoes or a little bit more of the green beans or whatever. Yeah, that's my defense of the
I think the winner is obvious in this conversation.
Yes. Oh, I love the freedom of the buffet. You can take what you want, skip what you don't. And like I said, if they've got a lot of extra of something that was just delicious, it would be rude not to go back up and get some more. Those people worked very hard to prepare that.
So I've got a question for you. Have you ever been to a wedding where the dessert is already on the table and there's like chocolate and vanilla or strawberry and chocolate, or there's two flavors, but they go every other and they set them out at the places? What are your thoughts on that?
It becomes a black market of sorts. Everyone starts evaluating. And this is where, again, you got to defend the plated, because everyone is exactly the same. So you just want to give everyone chocolate. Because, yes, I have seen that. I've even seen where, like, the party favors are little bags of chocolates and they're mixed up. And now you've got people horse trading for, I don't like the Hershey's Kisses, but I love Reese's. So
dark chocolate all the way. Oh, I want milk. I want milk chocolate. Yes. Oh, white chocolate for me.
Oh, you got the crack. I don't eat the almonds. Oh, coconut. So again, it's a great question, Bjorn. I've seen it a million times. I've seen people switch it. I've been at weddings with my parents, and I don't want to ask some stranger, do you want that one? So I'll go to my parents' table and be like, hey, Ma, would you mind switching? So again, aren't we just leaning in here to let the attendees choose, give them the freedom of choice, go buffet? And I think it ends up being cheaper. I think generally it gives them what they want, and it tends to be a way to get the cost down a little bit here.
But I think saying all of this, like I said, I've been to a number of weddings. I don't think I've ever felt slighted at a wedding. You know what I mean? Like when you're a guest and you're getting a dinner provided like that and whatever it is, I think most people lean just grateful for whatever. But if you have the choice, if you're the one that's planning it, just know that the reality is we want the buffet. The guests want the buffet.
I'm just speaking on behalf of everyone, even
exactly,
even the formal people who like their crab cakes slightly toasted on the outside. We like the buffet. Give us the buffet. Free the people. I want to ask you about friends participating in weddings or picking up the slack or doing some of the roles here at a little cheaper.